The AFL content is back on the UCATT channel, and don't worry, this won't become a regular thing again over the off-season. Not only over the cricket season, don't worry, we're not a permanent cricket channel now, I promise. But anyway, today, I'm going to bring a bit of footy content back into the mix. I feel like it's been pretty focused on cricket, so I thought, why not get a cricket, not a cricket video, get a footy video in there. And today I'm going to be hopping on Squiggle. I'm going to be predicting every single one of the 198 games, very, very briefly, of the 2022 AFL season, and seeing not how much I get right, I don't know, I just want to see how hard all the fixtures are that correlate to where I think each team will go on the AFL table. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, starting off, we've got the D's and the Dogs. I'm not going to go through every game that much. I'll go D's. I'll go probably, I reckon the Blues can maybe cause an upset in the first round. I think the Saints will beat the Pies. I think the Cats will beat the Bombers. I think the Swans will get up and about for Buddy. I think he'll kick 5 in his first game of the season to get over the line, but actually a nice little winner of the Giants by 33. The Power are usually quite good against Port in Brisbane. Hawthorn should beat North. The Dockers should beat Adelaide realistically, and the Eagles should get a nice and comfortable win over the Suns. Round 2, Dogs should beat Blues. I think the Swans should probably beat the Cats at the SCG, considering how good they were last year. I'm going to go the Pies to beat the Crows, a nice up-and-coming Pies list. I won't have a few upsets, so you know, it's not out of the realms of possibility. I do actually really rate the young Essendon side, so I'm going to tip them to win. You know, we don't just want to tip the same teams every week. I'll go Port Adelaide to beat Hawthorn. I'll go a nice calm win for the D's. I'll go you know what? I'll go a win for the Eagles. I can't tip against them in that scenario. I'll go a win for the Tigers. And I think at home, I think the Dockers should probably get the job done at Optus Stadium, which only leaves 4 undefeated teams: Sydney, Melbourne, West Coast, Freo. Now this just does show that I think I'm very optimistic about Freo this year. I'm not going to be biased in this video, but you know, it's just a way of showing my optimism and how I think our draw has really worked well in our favour, particularly in the first 10 rounds. I think we've got, touch wood, a quite easy draw, you could say. I think the Bulldogs will beat the Swans. I think the Demons will beat the Bombers. I think the Power will beat the Crows. I think the Giants will beat the Suns. I think that the Cats will beat the Pies. I think Brisbane should get a hold of North quite easily. Carlton to beat Hawthorn. I'll go the Saints actually to beat Richmond at Marvel. And there you go, I will actually go the Dockers by 5 points. And this isn't biased at all, but we're in second. But this isn't my choice. This is Squiggle's choice. I'll actually go the Power to beat the D's at Adelaide. I'll go the Cats to beat the Lions by 20. I'll go the Swans to beat the Roos. I'll go an up-and-coming Pies side to beat the Eagles at the Docklands. I'll go probably maybe with the Tigers to win at the G. You know, we'll really try and mix this up here. There you go, I'm not trying to be biased, but come on. There's no way the Dockers aren't winning that. The Dockers are top of the table. I don't know how this has worked out, but the Dockers are top of the table. I don't know how this has worked out, realistically. I do not know how this has worked out. I'll go the Hawks to beat the Saints for a little mix-up. I'll go the Suns to beat the Blues. You know, don't want Gold Coast losing every week, even though that will probably happen. Lions to beat Pies. I think the Dogs will do a job on the Roos on Good Friday again. I think the Swans will beat the Eagles. I think that the Saints will beat the Suns. I think that I'll go Adelaide and upset. Don't want to pick Richmond every week as well. D's to beat Giants. I'll go Carlton to beat Port. You know, I'm not going to go the same tip every week. I actually think the Bombers will probably beat us in this one. An up-and-coming Bombers side at Marvel is actually quite a scary team to play. And we'll go a Hawthorn upset on the Easter Monday clash. I think the Giants will beat the Saints at Manuka. Look, all these tips are not my 100% tips. You know, we've got to have some realism with a few upsets in there. I think the Dogs should get a hold of Adelaide Crows. It will actually be a close game here because the Eagles are very good at Adelaide, but I'll go the Power to win. So 2019 it was Mark Murphy who kicked the last minute goal. 2020 it was Jack Nunes. 2021 it was Sam Walsh. It has to end at some point. I'm going the Dockers by 4. It has to end at some point. North and Hobart, they haven't won a game yet. I'm going to give them a win. Because I do actually think they'll surprise a few people this season. Brisbane to beat Gold Coast. Melbourne to beat Richmond. Hawthorn to beat Sydney, why not? I actually think Hawthorn are really underrated this year. I know they've got a new coach and they're rebuilding, but at the end of last year, even if it was under Alistair Clarkson, I think they were playing genuinely a really, really good brand of footy. And I won't be surprised if they shock quite a few people this year. And in my season predictions, it could be a shocking prediction of them early next year. I think West Coast actually beat Richmond at Optus. I'm going to go the Cats by 30. I don't have a good feeling about that one. I'll go the Crows to beat the Giants. I'm a little upset. I don't know how the Giants are doing so badly here. I'll go the D's to win that one. I'll go Saints at Kazales. I won't put it past them. I'll go the Blues to win that one. I'll go the Pies to win that one. I'll go the Doggies to win that one. I'll go Swans. Round 8, the top 8's Melbourne Bulldogs, Sydney Freo, Lions, Cats, Power, and St Kilda. Just missing out at the moment. It's Carlton, Essendon, Hawthorn, West Coast. I'll go Power at Adelaide Oval. I think I'll go the Dockers at Optus versus North Melbourne. That's pretty self-explanatory. Go Richmond at the G. Go Swans. I don't mind Giants at marker. I'll go the Giants. I think Bombers at Marvel's actually going to be quite a hard team to stop this season. I think they're underrated there. Eagles aren't very good at the Gabba. I'll take Brisbane. I'll go Melbourne by 30. I'll go Carlton by 14. I'll go Melbourne. I'll go Bulldogs by 22. Richmond by 17. North and Hobart. I'm telling you, North and Hobart's a different breed. St Kilda beat Geelong. I'll go Swans to beat Bombers at the SCG. Sydney are actually sitting in second very nicely. Lions to win by 20 there. I think we'll probably... I'll go a little upset. I don't want to tip the Dockers every week. I think the Suns might cause a little upset against us. At bottom 4 there's Collingwood, Adelaide, Gold Coast, North. Pretty similar to last year, if I'm being honest. And as you can tell, genuinely, it's not just because I hate West Coast. I don't rate them. This year. And that could come back to bite me in the arse. I think GWS will win that one. As I say that, I might just tip them against the reigning premiers and a little upset. Don't want them to be the same every week. It's a very even ladder. Melbourne's sitting up the top, but then you've got a tie between 3rd and 5th, then a tie between 6th and 9th, then a tie between 10th and 14th. And Collingwood just 1 week off that. So it's a really tight race from here. Go Carlton getting upset. Carlton moving to 5th. Well, I don't think they'll make finals, but obviously I do. The Cats should beat the Power quite easily. I don't know how the Power are out of the top 8 at the moment. I'll go the Giants at the Showgrounds. I'll go Hawthorn in Launceston, beat Brisbane there this year. I'll go D's to beat North at the Docklands. I'll have to go Essendon on that one. They're the better team at this point in time. I'm not going to completely underestimate Richmond. I still think they have a chance at finals. Not a flag like some people are saying, but do think there's still a chance at finals. Bulldogs should get a hold of the Suns. Go the Crows to upset the Saints. I think Dockers should get rid of the Pies quite easily. We have close games against them pretty much every year, and we always seem to prevail. Touchwood. All of these comments come back to bite me in the ass, but Brisbane versus GWS. I'll go Collingwood versus Carlton. Collingwood at the G, upset. I'll go a big win actually here for the Geelong Cats by 50 points actually. I think the D should beat us by 4 goals. I think the Saints should win that one. I think the Swans should win that one. I reckon the Suns will get a win up there in TIO. I'll go the Power in that one. I'll go the Doggies in that one at Optus. And that'll actually be the end of round 11. So you've got Melbourne, but after 99 games, pretty much the halfway point, but just under. You've got Melbourne, Then you've got Western. Actually, no, I'll do one more game. No, because then they beat uneven. So Melbourne Bulldogs, so grand final. Then Sydney, Brisbane, Fremantle, Geelong, Port Adelaide, St Kilda. Then Carlton, Essendon, Gillies, Hawthorn, West Coast, Richmond, Collingwood, Gold Coast, Adelaide, North Melbourne. I'll go Hawthorn to win that one. I'll go the. Ooh, that's a big matchup. I'll go the D's to win that one. At the Docklands, you have to go with the Bulldogs. I'll go Adelaide because not only because Adelaide, they're quite good at the Adelaide Oval. At TIO, go Suns, probably got more experience than North there. I'll go the Lions to beat us in that one. I'll go the Lions to beat the Saints in that one. I'll go this Queen's birthday, I think. I'll go the D's to win that. I'll go the Bombers to win that. Probably the Giants winning that one. I'll go, Tigers with a little upset there. We should beat the Hawks at Optus. I think we'll beat Adelaide. I think I'll go Giants by 17. That's a big rivalry there, GWS Bulldogs. Richmond, Carlton. Carlton beat them earlier on the season. I'll go Richmond in that one. St Kilda, Port Adelaide. Go the Caggers. I'll go the Blues at Marvel. We're now 8-6, so you can tell I'm not completely biased. I just think we have a really easy start to the season, but I think we'll slow down later on in the year, obviously. But if we that easy start to the season might come in handy for us, because if we get 4, 5, 6 wins on the trot to start the season, we could then take that momentum into the teams like the Melbournes, the Geelongs, and start. No, I'm not saying we'll win them, but we can really compete and maybe pinch 4 points off one of them. So, that easy run could come in handy. Collingwood, GWS. Collingwood probably. Geelong, Richmond. I'll go Geelong. Melbourne, Brisbane. I'll probably go Melbourne. At the G. I'll go North actually by 6 goals at Blundstone Arena. That actually puts Adelaide in a wooden spoon position. I'll go the Swans. I'll probably go the Doggies. I'll go a big win actually there for the Power. I think Gold Coast don't stand a chance this season. I'll go the Eagles to beat the Dons. I got to see whether the Dons did it this year. I'll go the Lions to beat the Dogs at the Gabba, even though the final said otherwise this year. We'll tip a draw. Mix it up. Tip a draw between St Kilda and Carlton, because that'll actually be a really, really tight rate. I mean, you can't get much tighter than that. The exact same record with the exact same percentage. Like, what are the chances of that? Bombers, Swans. I think I'll go the Bombers at the MCG. A little upset. Cats should destroy North. I think Collingwood will beat Gold Coast at Metricon. I think GWS should beat Hawthorn. Richmond to beat West Coast at the G. I'll definitely see that. That should be quite a tough game though. I probably see both of these teams as mid to lower table sides, probably mid-table. D's with the big one at Adelaide Oval, even though obviously this year that's going to happen. Really, really strange. I can't remember the last time we played Port at Optus. It might have been 2018 or 2019. I can't really remember how that went. From what I remember, we won. And I'm actually going to tip us because we're woeful. I genuinely cannot remember the last time we beat Port Adelaide in Adelaide. But I think last time that we played them at home, we won. So on that basis, I'll go us by 10. Somehow we're above Port Adelaide on the ladder. I don't know how Port Adelaide are so shaky there. Maybe they do quite have quite a hard fixture. Remember, Carlton have been ranked the easiest fixture in the season, and I've still got them in 11th. So it just shows you, my stance on Carlton. Brisbane against Essendon, I think they'll win that. I think Collingwood should beat North. I think, tight one. I'll go Caggers by 1 point. Tight. I'll go the Suns. No, I can't go the Suns. I'll have to go the Tigers in that one. They move into the 8. Richmond into the top 8. They fly in there. So you've got a few young contenders for finals there, like GWS, Essendon, St Kilda, Carlton. And then Collingwood's still up there. West Coast and Hawthorn. And then you wouldn't say Gold Coast, but there's genuinely only 3 wins off 8th, and they're in 16th, which is a bit mad. Hawthorn should get that one. I think the Saints will beat us in that. I think the Swans will beat the Dogs. I think that Port will beat the Giants. I think that West Coast will beat the Blues. I think that the Blues will beat the Cats at the G. you have to keep it realistic. You've got to get some upsets in there. Essendon should beat the Suns. Giants will beat the Bombers at marker. Why not? They're quite good at marker. I'll go... No, I'll have to go West Coast now. I can't tip Hawthorn. What's that, Docklands? No, I'm going north. I'm going north. It's that Marvel. Dimmer doesn't like that. Go Bulldogs. Yeah, you'd say so. I'll go the Pies to beat the Crows there. I'll go the D's to beat the Power at Traeger Park. I'll probably go the Swan. Yeah, actually, I'll go us. I'll go us. Let's beat them this year. I think we can do it again. Lions to beat Suns by quite. I'll go by more. 49 points. I think Blues should beat the Giants. Blues into 7th above Port Adelaide. But then again, I think the Bombers will beat the Pies, which puts us in the back in the 8. I think North will win in Hobart versus Hawthorn. At the Docklands, neither team is good here. Richmond are crap at the Docklands. Freo are crap at the Docklands. I go a draw. We haven't had a draw in a long time, so I might as well tip a draw. And that draw actually quite valuable for us, puts us into 4th. Swans win. Dogs win. Power win. And Saints win. Saints, they were close this year, sorry. I think they can do it again. So, on the board of the 8, you've really got 3 teams, Carlton, Saints, GWS. And there's still an outside chance with 3 games remaining is probably Richmond, West Coast, Collingwood maybe, I doubt it, but I think the only teams out of those will probably be Richmond. I think West Coast and Collingwood you have to rule out, because that draw from Richmond is quite valuable. Collingwood versus Port, I'll go Collingwood. It's at the MCG, might as well go for an upset. I'll go the Essendon Bombers to win that one, they move into 5th. I'll go Cats at Cardinia Park. I'll go the Eagles at Metricon. I'll go... I don't even know how good the Eagles are at Metricon. I've kind of forgotten that. I'll go Tigers at the G. You know, look, we finished 9th again. Look where they are. Yeah, I think Sangers should beat the Hawks by 4 goals. Sangers into the 8. Freo now on the verge of missing out on the 8. Come on, Dockers. With the list we have, we should be making top 8. Swans by 23. So that top 4 is really kind of locked in. Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, Bulldogs. Not in order, it might just keep jumping around. Geelong and Essendon outside chances, I guess, but then that minor premiership's definitely locked in for Melbourne. I think Adelaide could beat Carlton there. For Melbourne, I'll just go Melbourne because we've never played Melbourne or Optus. Like last time we played them, we've been at Subiaco Oval in Perth, so that's a long time ago. Brisbane versus Carlton at the Gabba. Brisbane. I'll go Geelong versus Saints. I'll go Geelong at Cardinia Park. I'll go GWS. I'll go Hawthorn. I'll go Melbourne. I'll go Swans. Docklands. I think the Dogs will probably win that, even though it's last round of the season. And I think Port will probably win that. Dockers out the 8. And then I think Eagles, and they finish in 10th. Oh, it's the second last round of the season. I didn't even realise. So, moving into the second last round of the season, I think we play... Who do we play? I can't tell you who we play. But my top 8 at the moment is Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, Bulldogs, Geelong, Port Adelaide, Essendon, St Kilda. On the verge, still a chance, is currently Fremantle, West Coast, and GWS. But definitely the favourites out of those is Fremantle because they have a draw on the board. Essendon, Port Adelaide. I'm going to go with Essendon at the Docklands as an upset. Geelong, Gold Coast at Carrara. I think, I was going to say Geelong might rest players, but Geelong still flying for top 4. I think Geelong will go out and beat them by 40. They'll whoop them. I think D's will beat the Blues. The Blues don't even need to be hungry. The Blues don't really even have a shot. Tigers, Hawks. Yeah, Tigers by 11. That puts Tigers into the 8, but I don't think they'll stick there unless all Saints, Freo, Eagles... Yeah, unless Saints, Freo, Eagles, and Giants all lose. Then... But yeah, that won't happen. I'm actually going to tip the Saints right here. I think they'll go into the 8 there. Sydney, Collingwood. I think the Swans should win that. A rivalry. Adelaide North. Adelaide. Oh, this is the second round, last round. Fuck, I didn't even realise. Alright, well, we've still got another round after this. Derby, yeah, it's a home derby. We'll have all of our home fans behind us. So, last round of the season, I've got D's, Swans, Dogs, Lions, Cats, Bombers, Saints, Dockers. So now on the verge is a four-man. It's really it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man race for 7th and 8th. You've got Saints, Dockers, Power, Richmond, West Coast, GWS, then Carlton, Collingwood, pretty much. Carlton's done. Yeah, Brisbane get for Gabba. Why not get Brisbane up there? I think Carlton will be hungry, not really for anything, but you know. I think the Bombers will win that. I know Richmond will be hungry. Actually, no. I'm actually going to go Richmond because a hungry Richmond is a fierce Richmond. Okay, well, I'm just going to go Richmond with Geelong by 57 because we know how good West Coast are at Cardinia Park. GWS at Margate. We beat them last time we played at Margate. I'm going to have to go the Dockers in that one. We beat them last time we were there. What else do you want me to say? Dogs by 12 there. There's no way Saints and Port play each other in the last round. I'll go Roos in that one by 21. I'll go the Sangers. Yeah, why not? Showdown. I think the Power will win that one. And that does the season. That does the season. So, any big call? There aren't really any too many shocks here. There are a few. So, top 4, D's, Bulldogs, Cats, Lions. So the Swans drop to 5th. Then you've got Saints in 6th, the Dockers in 7th, and the Power in 8th, which is a bit of a shock how low somehow I've tipped Port Adelaide to finish. And just missing out, you've got Essendon only on percentage, then Richmond, Carlton, West Coast, GWS, Collingwood, Hawthorn, North Adelaide. And my Woggenspoon tip is the Gold Coast Suns. I think they're shit. So we'll go into finals quickly. Not really in-depth final predictions because this is so far away, and I highly doubt this will even be the top 8, considering how unexpected the season is. I think the D's will beat the Lions at the G. I think Swans Power. You have to go the Swans at the FCG probably. Saints Dockers. I wouldn't know where. I tell you what, if this is a finals game, I'm flying to Melbourne. But I wouldn't know where this game's gonna be played because Saints. When was the last Saints final? I'm not sure whether it'll play at Marvel or the G. Nevertheless, I think the Saints will win. Dogs, Cats. That will actually beat the MC. I'll go the Dogs. Lions, Swans at the Gabba. I'll go the Swans again up there. Cat Saints, a little bit Cardinia Park. Tigers, why not? Upset Central. We want upset Central. We want upsets. You're gonna get upsets. Prelim 1, D's Saints. I'll go the D's. I could tip the Saints. Nah, go D's. But I do really rate St Kilda. Dogs, Swans. You'd probably have to go with Dogs. No, I'll go Swans. I'm gonna be different. D's, Swans. I think the D's will go back to back. I don't really think there's a team that compares to the D's. Like, I think out of I think Port Adelaide are just pretenders really when they get to a prelim. Then I don't think Freo, St Kilda really have a shot. Or I even put Brisbane in that bracket. I don't really rate Brisbane too much anymore. I think they'll flunk out in straight sets again by the looks of it. And then you've got the Sydneys who are premiership contender. You've got, I think Geelong are finished. I'd really only say you've got the Dogs, the D's, and the Swans as premiership contenders in my eyes. But let me know what you think in the description. Thank you guys for watching. This is very, very early. Take that into account. So yeah, have a good one. See you later.